Hi guys, my name is Sean. I'm a houseplant enthusiast from Jakarta, Indonesia. I like to nerd out to the science behind how we can keep our houseplants happy and to multiply them in our homes. So if you're into that kind of content, please do subscribe to my channel and send me likes. So in today's video, I'm going to walk through with you the care and propagation of the beautiful Peperomia Incana. In case some of you guys are wondering why I'm talking funny, I just had implants in my teeth, so yeah, I've got a swollen jaw over here. So back to our program. This is actually the plant that I got, and I took some cuttings off it about 4 months ago. And these are actually the cuttings now. They've all survived, and they're doing really well. And also the parent plant here is actually getting very bushy. It's grown a lot of new, I would say, vines from where I cut it. First of all, Peperomia Incanas are actually native to Brazil, like many cool plants and people. It's known for its really fuzzy texture on the leaves. It's very, very good to pat. And it actually rained really hard last night, which is why all the leaves look wet right now. But I'm going to show you some detailed shots of what they look like when they're dry. Yeah, and there's a beautiful light green color as well. And when the light hits the leaf at certain angles, the leaves actually do give you a beautiful white shine. It's actually, it feels like a wool coat, actually, like a winter coat kind of feeling. It's very thick and succulent-like. And with all peperomias, actually, you want to water them only when one of the older leaves can fold easily. So yeah, all of these are full because it rained all last night, but it would be very limp when it's time to water. I tend to give these medium to bright indirect light. I did notice that some of them actually, like this leaf over here, actually burnt up when I gave them dappled direct sunlight. So they do like very bright light, don't get me wrong, because of their lighter colored foliage, but they definitely cannot take direct sunlight, I think. Or if you're going to introduce it to direct sunlight, you may have to do it slowly, introduce it, yeah, but not full sun. Just keep that in mind. These are not full sun plants. And in terms of soil, actually, they thrive in very different conditions. I have this in a wooden cash pot, and this one is actually in a plastic pot and in my general purpose potting mix, and it's doing really well. This one's in a terracotta and my general purpose potting mix as well, which means this one actually dries up twice faster than the one in a plastic pot. And the last one here, it's in sort of this calathea mix where it's got a lot of chunky like twigs, it's got cocoa chips, it's got burnt rice flowers, the perlite, and in terracotta pot, which means that this needs to be watered very often as well. What I noticed about the growth pattern is that the stems actually get fatter and fatter with time, which is beautiful as it matures, and it'll continue to push out new growth. So when you make a cut, actually the lower node will actually bush out. So imagine like this plant was not so bushy when I got it at first. Imagine like this plant getting even crazier with bushiness, which is why I'm actually going to cut this up today. And let me see which ones are. Oh yeah, by the way, I do love this colored leaves with this earth toned pot, like terracotta and wood. It's such a beautiful contrast. So today I'm actually going to cut up these two. This one is not ready yet. As you can see, it's still putting out new leaves. Oh, and one thing that I wanted to add was that aside from it burning up in direct sunlight, some of the leaves actually do have damage on them. I'm not sure if this is caused by pests, bites, or bacteria or fungus. I'm not sure. I do give them a fungicide. I spray them out with fungicide a little bit now and then. However, the new growth seems to be doing well. It's not spreading. So yeah, keep that in mind. And I also have them both indoors and outdoors. I keep moving them around, which is probably why some of the leaves look imperfect. When you have the plants outdoors, a lot of things can damage it. Just so you know. I need to be consistent. I need to have one of them actually just indoors so I can see what indoors care. I mean, I had them at some point, all of them indoors for a few months, and they actually do well both indoors and outdoors, by the way. And peperomias are known to be winter growers. So if you have a room with air conditioning, that's perfect for them. It'll encourage them to grow. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting up the peperomias. And today we're gonna propagate straight into soil and also in water. There's fuzziness on the stems, which means that it's going to be a little bit challenging to propagate because the fuzz will cause rot easily. So yeah, let's get started. I'm actually going very greedy today, by the way. So that's one on the top. And this one I think I'm gonna plump right here into this. This is another one. Peperomias do propagate just by leaf cutting, but this one I made sure that there's a main stem on it. I'm gonna plop this right in here. Here we go. Put that in here. I'm gonna take even one more. Perfect. And the way that you would care for these is to make sure that the soil is moist the whole time and not soggy wet, but never let it dry out completely either, because the roots will die. Well, the cutting will die off, or if there are any fine roots that appear, the roots will also dry off. This is a beautiful tip cutting. Actually, this one, because it's got 3 leaves, I'm gonna propagate this right into water. Yeah, because if you don't have any roots right now, right, and you have 3 leaves to support, it may dry off and die completely. And also another tip for you guys is that you should always propagate your plants, cut them after they're well fed. In this case, it just rained on them, so the leaves have a lot of stored energy. This I'm gonna just leave. Yeah, I'm gonna leave I'm gonna do. Let's see, one more. And peperomias don't need a big pot. So I like them to keep them in a small pot. I noticed that they grow better when they're root bound and in a small pot. They also have really, really fine hair on the roots. So here's the other one. Let me take it out of this pot. For this one, I'm gonna cut right here and right here. This is gonna get so bushy after one more. Yeah, so it's down to this. So usually when you cut off so many plants off a plant, yeah, it will put up multiple branches from the nodes below. It will activate them. Alright, so I guess that's all the time I have for you today. I hope you can get your hands on one of these beauty. I'm at Botanist on Instagram. If you have any questions about plant care and propagations, do DM me there and I'll try my best to get back to you. Meanwhile, do take care and stay safe. I will see you in the next episode. Bye!